Warning: the following show contains adult language, adult content, and views expressed for the sake of comedy and free speech. All clips used are owned by different companies and we claim no ownership. Try this at home. It's fun.
In a world of all guttural vocals, a band that actually sings will stand out. Can this band earn the mark of approval? You're about to find out in this week's Album Reviews with Master Exploder.
2, 3, 4, get out for KG, get out for me. Get out for KG, get out for me. Get out for rock, get out for blues. Get out for everything that is nothing new. That rock the socks off, woman, and rock your shoes up, girl.
Welcome one and all metalheads to this week's Album Reviews with Master Exploder. I'm Jess, the Master Exploder, bringing you this week's review of a standout metal band and their full-length debut. Days Beneath and their album, Your Fate Is Not Mine. Days Beneath was formed back in 2008 by two guitarists and a drummer. Eventually adding vocals and bass into the picture, this band became the solid outfit they were when I first saw them back in June of last year. I knew this band was something special even though they were dictated to the earliest time slot that night. After a drummer change, they are the solid lineup I had the pleasure of seeing last Saturday night. If I could sum up the sound of Days Beneath, it would be like this. Remember these guys? Remember when they were good? Me neither. Days Beneath reminds me of Godsmack if Godsmack didn't suck. Your Fate Is Not Mine is fucking weird. In a good way. The album seems like a melting pot of every single metal subgenre that you have in the world today, and it blends very well. The vocals switch from singing to growls to a bizarre mixture of the two, similar to Disturbed before they started sucking. The guitars sound great and completely avoid being cookie cutter and generic, easily headbang work. The bass can be heard. I repeat, the bass can be heard. Right now you're sitting there saying, a good bass should never actually be heard. But it actually is quite impressive. The drummers are nothing too special, but I have seen the new drummer that they brought in, and he definitely makes up for it. Now normally I would gripe about the sound quality of the album, but the thing is, the sound quality is actually pretty good considering where they were recording. According to the guitarist, they recorded this thing in a basement. The fact that they got this album sounding as good as it does in a random basement, I give them props. I say the tracks that you should definitely peep are Paralysis, In Case of Fire, Waste of Space, and Melting. These tracks are a good example of the different styles that Days Beneath brings to the table. Be sure to head over to daysbeneath.com and download the album for free, but I recommend you do pick up a hard copy, strictly to support the band and support local music. With a solid track list and sound mixed with their already awesome stage presence, this album easily gets the 3 fat guys talking about metal seal of approval. Alright folks, next week Rage Maze and I will review the song Warhead from Shades of Rage, and also Texas Ted gets his first rant video. But for now, I'm Jess, I like metal, and we'll see you next week.
No one can destroy the metal. The metal will strike you down with a vicious blow. We are the vanquished foes of the metal. We try to win for why we do not know.